Which wide receiver should you draft for your fantasy football teams in 2021? Here to help answer that is SI senior fantasy analyst Michael Fabiano. And Fabs, let's talk about some of these pass catchers that should dominate in this upcoming season. I want to start off. I'll give you this one. Since you're a Cowboy fan, let's start off with CeeDee Lamb.
Oh man, let's talk a little CeeDee Lamb, Bill Enright. I love it, man. He was tremendous last year in the 5 games where Dak Prescott was under center for the Cowboys. In fact, he was on pace in those 5 games to be just as good as Justin Jefferson, who ended up being a top 8 wide receiver during his rookie season. If you project the numbers that Lamb had with Dak Prescott over a full season, you're looking at 1,400 yards through the air. That is very impressive. And remember, we got an extra game now in 2021 and beyond. They're playing 17 games. I still have Amari Cooper ranked a couple of spots ahead of CeeDee Lamb, but Lamb is my wide receiver 18. I would not be surprised if he were the best fantasy wide receiver in Big D. I love his upside. I love his potential. Who knows? In 2022, Amari Cooper might not be a Cowboy, and CeeDee Lamb could be the #1 option for Dak Prescott. We shall see. But in 2021, he is on the wide receiver 2 radar, and he's got a boatload of upside.
After Dak's injury in 2020, Lamb's going to be reunited with his starting quarterback in 2021. DJ Chark, he's going to have a new quarterback in 2021. That's because the Jaguars drafted Trevor Lawrence. How much of an impact does that have on where you rank the Jaguars veteran wideout?
Yeah, right now I have him ranked wide receiver 31, so he's a wide receiver 3 type right now, but I think he could be even better. All right, he was only 49th in fantasy points this past season, but he missed 3 games, and his quarterbacks were Gardner Minshew, who's known more for his mustache than actually playing good football, Jake Luton, and Mike Glennon. No, thank you. Now you've got Trevor Lawrence. You've got a generational quarterback under center who reminds me of a mobile Peyton Manning. And let's also keep in mind, Bill, that 2 years ago, DJ Chark was the wide receiver 17. He had 73 catches and 8 touchdowns and over 1,000 yards. He's a really good player, and the upgrade at the quarterback position from that trio of, I guess, curtain jerkers to Trevor Lawrence, it's pretty significant.
All right, we can find out where the rest of the wide receivers are ranked by checking out Michael Fabiano's rankings on Sports Illustrated. Go to si.com/fantasy.